Hello, it is Tegan with Upcycling Adventures, and I am back. Today I have a fall Thanksgiving inspired project that I'm going to share with you involving old book pages, because you know we love those. They're a great thing to upcycle. And the project is this: a candle holder jar with fall leaves made out of book pages. So very fun project. I was just kind of messing around, seeing what I could do, and I'm going to tell you the materials I ended up using. I ended up using an old book, obviously, some fall leaf templates. I can link those down below. A pencil to trace those templates onto book pages, then scissors to cut those leaves out of the book pages, sharp scissors, not your fabric scissors, but sharp scissors that still work good for paper and kind of intricate cutting. I used paint, just craft paint for this, because that's what I had, and I have lots of colors. I used a red, a kind of a orangey yellow, and a brown. If you have watercolors, you could use watercolors. Use what you have, please. Then with the paint, I also used a paintbrush and a water cup, or a couple cups for water. And then I used some double-sided tape as well. And obviously also a jar, a salsa. This is a salsa jar. It was flat around the sides, unlike, say, a spaghetti sauce jar sometimes, where they're fancy and like mason-y jar-y. But you could use a mason jar, I guess. It will just have a different, it will just have those images on it. But okay, or engravings, imprints, no, it sticks up, embossing on it. So anyway, I will show you how I did this now. All right, so today I thought we would play around with fall leaves made out of book pages. I have kind of a loose idea of using a salsa jar to make a candle holder with them. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so I already have these two cut out. And so for how I think I want to lay it out on this jar, I don't think I need very much more space filled. So I think just one more will be nice. And as they aren't easy to cut out, I wouldn't say, depending on what shape you're going with. They are a little bit intricate. I think this is why people get things like Cricut machines or silhouettes, or I don't even know, like not interested in having a machine to cut paper. But I do have a pair of scissors that I like cutting paper with. So that's one reason I think I want to stick to just 3 compared to making a whole pile of fall leaves, is because it's a little more annoying to cut out than I really want. So I think I'm gonna go with this guy for my next one. And now I need a book page. There we go. Can do that prettier, but oh well. And now with my pencil, I'm going to trace this leaf. And one thing I'm going to make sure to do, I don't want a lot of blank, like the side of the page on there. I want it to be mostly text. So I'm going to trace it over the text. And you're not going to be able to really see it very well on the camera probably, because I mean I didn't want a big heavy mark. You can kind of see it there now. And now I'm just going to cut it out with scissors. I'll probably do a rough cut first and then do something more, get into the more intricate little curves and notches. All right, there is the leaf all cut out. I think it turned out okay. It is a bit tedious to cut out these leaves, but they're pretty cool, so I think it's worth it. We'll see how this all comes together. Move these scraps out of the way. Okay, so now that I have my leaves, I'm going to do kind of a watercolor effect. And to do that, let me grab my water. Okay, so to do that, I have 3 colors here that I've decided on and just a little bit of water in the bottom of these yogurt cups. And I'm just gonna put in some paint to essentially make kind of a watercolor. Since my paints are older and not very fresh, this works well to revive some of them that are very, very gloopy. Obviously, the more paint you have, the more concentrated the color will be. Grab 2 more paintbrushes. And obviously, I am not, it may or may not be obvious, I guess, but I am not an expert on painting crafts or paper crafts or anything really. I'm just playing around here. So if you're like, I don't think that's the best way to do that, then don't do it that way. And certainly, like I said before, if you actually have watercolors to create a watercolor effect, that makes a lot of sense. So do that. All right, so I'll go ahead and start with this one that looks like a maple leaf, and for obvious reasons, I'm gonna kind of start with the red here. One thing that I like about the idea of painting them after I've cut them out is I think the wrinkled effect that we're gonna get from getting it wet is gonna be nice, like for a fall leaf. They are wrinkly. So, I mean, yeah, if you've never seen one, they're kind of crinkly and wrinkly for the most part, unless they've been pressed in a book or something. So this one is red now, but I'm going to also add in some brown, especially around the edges, because it's kind of like half the point of having more than one color. Yeah, because that's one thing. Fall leaves can be very colorful, but they're a bit mottled as well. Call that good, because really you're only going to see one side, but I thought it would be good to do the other side because you may see it through the glass, but not so much on the front. All right, here we have an oak leaf, I believe, which I think they're primarily brown. So I'm going to start with brown on this guy. This angle is kind of crap, so I apologize for that. Okay, I think though I am going to add in some yellow on top of this. See what that does. Has a nice kind of variation in color. I think I like it. Okay, here we have this leaf. I don't even know what it is supposed to be, what tree it's representing. I don't even know. So I'm just gonna go with the color I haven't really done a whole leaf with yet, and that is this yellow. It's bright yellow. Obviously it's not as bright once it's on the leaf because I did water it down a fair bit. Okay, I'm going to flip this one over because the pencil lines are on this side, and so I think this other side is the side I'm mainly going to use. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of brown. Just like a tiny bit here and there. And yeah, so I think I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna get these dry and then move on to what I want to do next. All right, now that these are dry, they're pretty nice, a little bit of variation in color. I think this one turned out pretty nice. If I can focus it, there we go. Yeah, I am going to stick them on this jar, this glass jar that my salsa came in. I am going to go ahead and use glue dots. I think you could also easily use double-sided tape. You might even be able to use other types of adhesive. But, you know, find what's going to work for you. I know everybody has favorites. And I'm not even that experienced with glue dots, but it seemed like a good application to use glue dots. So I'm just sticking it, obviously I'm not going to adhere the whole leaf with this method. I'm just sticking on each side here. I'll get you a close up here, just 1 second. Okay, so this is what I'm starting with. I have 3 different glue dots, and now I'm gonna put them on my jar. Well, that was not what I wanted. Tips and tricks, please, for working with glue dots. I don't know if you can tell, I'm not a huge paper crafter. Darn it. I don't even know what happened there. So I have one on there, and you can kind of see the dots through there pretty well. You actually can see the double-sided tape a little less. I ended up using some of that because I was struggling with the glue dots. So I think from here on out, I'm going to go ahead and just use the double-sided tape. I don't think glue dots, or at least the strength of adhesive on these particular glue dots, is what I want for this project. And double-sided tape is typically pretty strong. I've never really had problems with it not adhering as much as I'd want, unless I was doing something insane or completely unreasonable with it. So I think it will be enough for this. I mean, they're paper leaves, so it's not like they're going to withstand all that much in the way of liquid or anything like that anyway. Should have spaced these out before I stuck them on, but I think this one, oh good, this one is going to be pretty adjustable, the one with the double-sided tape, so yay for that. So I have them all stuck on now, and now I'm excited to see how it looks lit up. I think I am going to add some sort of ribbon around the top. And we'll see how this looks. Very easy to do. I do recommend, though, double-sided tape. Okay, that is how I made this beautiful candle holder. Could be a vase, I don't know, whatever. I think that these leaves could be really fun to make and decorate in other ways with. This is kind of just what I came up with, where I wouldn't need to make a lot because my wrist gets tired out from cutting, even though I enjoy it. But if you enjoy cutting, or if there's like a lot of you or something, it could be really fun to make a whole pile, maybe make a mobile or a garland. Something like that could be really cool. But I didn't want to do that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. If you like this video, please give it a like down below with the little thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Please share your favorite video of mine on your social medias. You know, show me some love. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.